December 2nd, 2019, Monday of the first week of Advent.
A reading from the book of the prophet Isaiah. On that day, the branch of the Lord will be luster and glory, and the fruit of the earth will be honor and splendor for the survivors of Israel. He who remains in Zion, and he who is left in Jerusalem, will be called holy, everyone marked down for life in Jerusalem. When the Lord washes away the filth of the daughters of Zion, and purges Jerusalem's blood from her midst, with a blast of searing judgment, then will the Lord create, over the whole site of Mount Zion, and over her place of assembly, a smoking cloud by day, and a light of flaming fire by night. For over all the Lord's glory will be shelter and protection, shade from the parching heat of day, refuge and cover from storm and rain. The word of the Lord.
The psalm response: Let us go rejoicing to the house of the Lord. I rejoiced because they said to me, We will go up to the house of the Lord, and now we have set foot within your gates, O Jerusalem. Let us go rejoicing to the house of the Lord. Jerusalem, built as a city with compact unity. To it the tribes go up, the tribes of the Lord. Let us go rejoicing to the house of the Lord. According to the decree for Israel, to give thanks to the name of the Lord, in it are set up judgment seats, seats for the house of David. Let us go rejoicing to the house of the Lord. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May those who love you prosper. May peace be within your walls, prosperity in your buildings. Let us go rejoicing to the house of the Lord. Because of my relatives and friends, I will say, Peace be within you. Because of the house of the Lord, our God, I will pray for your good. Let us go rejoicing to the house of the Lord.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. When Jesus entered Capernaum, a centurion approached him and appealed to him, saying, Lord, my servant is lying at home paralyzed, suffering dreadfully. He said to him, I will come and cure him. The centurion said in reply, Lord, I am not worthy to have you enter under my roof. Only say the word, and my servant will be healed. For I too am a man subject to authority, with soldiers subject to me. And I say to one, Go, and he goes, and to another, Come here, and he comes, and to my slave, Do this, and he does it. When Jesus heard this, he was amazed, and said to those following him, Amen, I say to you, in no one in Israel have I found such faith. I say to you, many will come from the east and the west, and will recline with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob at the banquet in the kingdom of heaven. The Gospel of the Lord.
This is Catholic Daily Reflections for Monday of the first week of Advent. Today's reflection is entitled, Faith in the Most Holy Eucharist. Lord, I am not worthy to have you enter under my roof. Only say the word, and my servant will be healed. This familiar line is taken from the faith of a Roman centurion. He asked Jesus to heal his servant. Jesus agrees to come cure him, and the centurion exclaims this profound faith in Jesus, stating two things. One, that he's not worthy of Jesus' presence in his home, and two, his confidence that Jesus can heal his servant simply by saying the word. Jesus, of course, is quite impressed with this man's faith and obliges him with the physical healing of his servant from a distance. But Jesus does much more than a healing. he also holds this man up as a model of faith for all. This beautiful statement of faith from the centurion is used within the Mass to speak of two matters of faith in regard to the Eucharist. One, we are not worthy to receive Holy Communion, and two, we invite Jesus anyway to come and heal our souls. Advent is a time when we especially ponder the great mystery of the Incarnation. It's a time when we especially ponder the mystery of God coming and dwelling with us in physical form. Though this happened over 2,000 years ago, it continues to take place at each and every Mass. And at each and every Mass, we are called to express the same faith as this Roman centurion. Reflect today upon your faith in the coming of Christ in the most holy Eucharist. Each Mass is a manifestation of the God-man who came to live among us and live within us. If we but have the faith of this centurion, we too will be blessed by our God beyond measure. Let us pray. Lord, I do believe. Help my unbelief. Help me to see my unworthiness each time I prepare for Holy Communion. And in that humble admission, may I also invite your healing presence in my life. Jesus, I trust in you.
The Bible says it's a good thing to give thanks to the Lord. Amen. You ready to do that tonight? I come before you today, and there's just one thing that I want to say. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for all you've given to me, for all the blessings that I